What's going on, everyone? This is Sniper here with the TOL That One League Week 1 battle against iPro and the Manectric United. And yeah, so Week 1 we're going up against iPro, and he has a pretty threatening team here. I'm just going to pull up what we had to bring to the match. He had Latias, Thunderous Incarnate, Garchomp, Klefki, Jellicent, Sneasel, Emble, Mega Aggron, Chestnut, Kabutops, and Regigigas, whereas I had the choice of my Mega Venusaur, Florges, Empoleon, Galvantula, Hitmontop, Kyurem, Honchkrow, Gliscor, Musharna, Dusclops, and Entei. Now he has a very scary team, Latias being something that I don't have a lot of switch-ins to. Like if he has Thunderbolt on there, then Empoleon can't really switch in. If he has well, Mega Venusaur can't match up because of the Psychic or Shock. Galvantula doesn't switch into anything. Hitmontop gets destroyed by a Psychic. Kyurem gets destroyed by Draco. Honchkrow is a good offensive switch in, but it just dies to a Draco. And out of speed, so I have to go for Sucker Punch, but he can predict that and go for Bruce or just switch out. However, I can Pursuit Trap it, but it is a choice of which. He had the Gliscor. It could wall it pretty well, but again, it could like have Ice Beam on there, and it doesn't take Dracos too well. Musharna doesn't really match up against the rest of his team. Or Dusclops doesn't. I didn't want to bring that because he had the Sneasel there, and Entei just doesn't switch into things. He has a Thunderous Eye, which is a pretty scary set sweeper. Thunder Wave just destroys most of my team, and I don't have Galvantula or Gliscor this week. Garchomp is scary. If he's like sub DD, I don't have many responses to that. Jellicent is a pain in the ass because it walls Entei really well, and it can wall Kyurem pretty well. Emble's a scary ass wall breaker. Sneasel can stop Supers with like, or not so it can like counter my Entei if I don't have rocks on the field, and I go for Sacred Fire, and he Sash. He could be like counter, and it just destroys me. The Mega Aggron is just a wall. I don't like it. I have to face this all the time. I just don't want to. The Chestnut can like the Chestnut. I guess it doesn't do a whole lot, but, especially like with the team I have up here. Pretty much everything can handle it, and that's like its main threats. So I had to bring a team that could pretty much respond to that. I needed something for the Aggron. I wanted something decent for the Latias. And I wanted something that could somewhat go up against the Klefki. These three were the three main things I was throwing, and the Jellicent, but I didn't have a whole lot for the Jellicent anyway. So I ended up going with the team of, I have a Kyurem here, Choice Specs Kyurem over Scarf, because I wanted to do more damage. Carrying Focus Blast, Earth Power, Ice Beam, and Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball's there mainly for the Jellicent, because I don't want a Draco when he has like a Klefki, which just switches in so easily. And I don't want the special attack drop either. I also have Focus Blast because it does more to the Kyurem, and it could hit the Regigigas as well. And then I have Earth Power just, you know, for coverage, and Ice Beam just hits everything else, pretty much. I have a defensive Florges with Wish, Protect, Heal Bell, and Moonblast. This is just, you know, to pass off wishes, hopefully. And to with Thunder Wave here, 2 pranks with T-Waves. I don't want to deal with that. So I do have Heal Bell on there. I have a Life Orb Moxie Honchkrow with Sucker Punch, Pursuit, Brave Bird, and Superpower. This is pretty much, again, like the Aggron can wall this pretty well because it doesn't take a whole lot from Superpower, which sucks, but it's pretty much there for late game and for the Latias and the Jellicent. I have Venusaur here, Amazon, who's more offensive with Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Knockoff, and Sleep Powder. I want to put some of these things to sleep, I kind of want to knock off things because I don't want that Latias just to come in for free. If it wants to switch, make a really offensive switch in, So saves like Specs life up. If you want to make an offensive switch in, or a defensive, I can go for a knockoff and knock off whatever item it has, and we're going to do a whole load to it. I have Entei, our captain, holding a choice scarf, mainly so I can deal with things like the Garchomp, even though I can't do a whole lot to it. With Sacred Fire, E-Speed, Stone Edge and Toxic. Toxic's deck, I don't really need anything else. Iron Head's useless because it's only for his Clef Key and it's just neutral. So there's really no point in bringing Iron Head. Same with Bulldoze, didn't really feel the need. From Jellicent, again, really was this thing. I was even considering running Bite, but Stone Edge just too small. Even with a choice ban, like, Jellicent's taken 2 hits and then it can Scald, which just 2 hit KOs me. And finally, I have Empoleon here with Stealth Rock, Defog, Scald and Ice Beam. I want to get Rocks up, or I wanted Rocks because Sneasel with Focus Sash, so yeah, this is my team, and he has his Mega Aggron, his Latias, his Garchomp, his Klefki, his Jellicent, and his Thunderstrike. Pretty much what I expected, but maybe the Sneasel could have come. I wasn't really too worried about the Emble, the Chestnut, Kubitops, and Registeel. Regigigas. I didn't really think they were going to come. So I was trying to think of a lead, and I thought his Klefki was leading. I wanted to lead with someone that could pretty much take that on. And if he led with the Mega Aggron for Rocks. So I thought Poseidon, even though Rocks weren't important, I think Empoleon was a pretty solid lead. So let's just go ahead and play the battle. So yeah, I lead with my Empoleon, and he does indeed lead his Klefki. It's holding the Air Balloon. So he's going to Spike Stack, and I'm going to set my Rocks. And I'm just going to fire for Skull, show him that he is the standard set, probably with like Taunt or something. And he goes into Queen Jelly with Water Absorb, gets his thing back up. So I go into Florges, and here he goes for the Taunt. And Taunt is a massive problem because now I can stay in the Moonblast and see what set this is, which is what I actually do. I want to see what set this thing is. So I go for the Moon. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp, which sucks because I can't heal by that off. I go for the Moonblast. We get the Spat Drop, doesn't matter too much, but it proves that he is the standard supportive set. We get the crit with the Moonblast. It does suck, but he reveals Recover and he just recovers that off. So it doesn't make too much of a difference, like long term. Here he goes for another Taunt. The Taunt wore off, but I thought he was just going to Taunt. And this time I thought he might recover back up to full, so I went for the Wish. And I just keep firing off Moonblast because I don't really know what to switch into. But when he reveals that he does have Scald, I know Amazon's a really safe switch in. If he gets burned, then it's going to suck. But here I go for the knockoff because he thought I was going to go for a Sleep Powder. So here I do in fact go for the Sleep Powder, and if I can get it on the Latias, it's going to be really good because I can then come in with Honchkrow. I can Pursuit because I'm pretty sure just standard Pursuit will kill it. If it doesn't, then he's gonna then he has a chance of staying asleep. Yeah, this pretty much guarantees that I can set up. But as you see, we're gonna miss, which really sucks. So now I have to switch. I go into Poseidon, and I'm like, okay, if he has Thunderbolt, it could be a problem. But I know I can live 1 with my EVs because I'm like 232 defense, 24 special defense with the Calm Nature. So I know I can take 1 Thunderbolt. And I indeed do that. I just go for the Ice Beam just for damage. And I really want to pass off a Wish. Here he just goes for the Psychic. And I know that I'm just going to die next turn. So as much as I don't want to, I know I'm just going to die on entry. So I can't pass off the Wish, if it means Empoleon's dying on entry. But here I go into Honchkrow, go for the Sucker Punch as he roosts. And I'm tempted to click Pursuit here, but I don't. And I just go for another Sucker Punch. He goes into his Clef Key, this thing just walls me. And I go into Poseidon, and he goes down. Here I'm starting to panic a bit because He says a third layer of spikes. My walls are going down. I don't have defog to get rid of hazards. I think one of the worst things I did was right to start the match setting up the rocks. Thunder is the only thing weak to rocks. But that's probably only going to come in once. Like, either to set up in my face or just a thunder wave. And I could have done something else. I probably could have just led with Bladesmith at the start. But here, yeah, I go into... he goes into his Jellicent, I go into Bladesmith. I get the Burma Sacred Fire. As you see, that thing just walls me, kind of like my Alamomola did in that game at this, in the WPL. And here he just... I go into Amazon, I just go for a Giga Drain. I get the crit, which sucks. He goes for the metal sound, and I'm so confused about that. And I just go for another Giga Drain, as he probably just play rough. And then I realise I can't live a hit with... He goes slash this straight away. I can't live a hit, I have to sack something off. So I pray that he goes for Sidekick, but he doesn't have to stroke, it just kills. He's getting a... The problem with this thing is every time it comes in, it gets a kill. I have no switch-ins to this thing. Like, none. Like, because of just... Oh, it's so annoying. I have no switch-ins to this thing. I go for the Shadow Ball here, predicting the Jellicent to come in. And he says I'm a nasty block, so I was fearing the Thunder Wave. And he does go for the HP Flying, I believe, from the amount of damage that did. And at first I panic when I see this. I mean, I don't panic, but I'm a bit scared, but I realise I was fine. Bladesmith is Scarf. He's going to go into... he's going to go into his Jellicent, predicting that he's speed, so I just go for a Stone Edge. The problem is another one doesn't kill, and he can kill me with a Scald. So I just come in with gains. As really... Oh, there we go. Sorry, I do have that happen right. So he goes into his his Thunderous, sacks it off, and now he just comes in with a Garchomp, and he has Outrage. He Scarf Outrage. He just wins the game from there. So that's gonna be GG. We're gonna lose 4-0 in our first game. It sucks, but I had such a bad matchup against this team. That Latias just destroys me. I have nothing for that Latias. And like, Honchkrow did a lot to his team, but I'm not too comfortable with Honchkrow yet. So I don't really know. I'm not really sure how I'm going to adjust. I do like it. Like using it there, I do like using it. And I know it's going to be alright, but yeah, that is going to be games. So yeah, props to iPro for giving us an awesome match as always. Make sure to check out his channel, which will be linked. Yeah, kills wise, Amazon got a kill on the Klefki, and Poseidon got a kill with rocks. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.